What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Working back on Jack's Mustang, and we got a little special guest here, Chase. Okay, you're ugly, no one cares. All right, so we left off finding out that we already knew that he had some MagneRide sensors that were broken, but like I said, this one was welded on the K-member because I don't really have K-member provisions yet for him. So we went ahead and got that all fixed up. So that one's back on. We'll replace the rear one once we do the rear. I'm going to start looking at some bracketry for that, but like I said in the earlier video, he has the IRS subframe braces back there. All right, we'll go get that. And so when I initially put the car on the lift, I didn't realize that, and so we've got to put the car back on the wheels so we can get it moved and then realign it. Huh?
45th.
Okay. And realign it on the lift so that we can drop the rear cradle. So that's why I wanted to get that sensor fixed first so I can put this front suspension back together, which is back on. We just got to put the rotor back on, put the caliper back on. And so we're going to go get that. We got to go get a tool so we can compress the calipers in the back so we can put the back together. How are your hands so dirty already? You haven't even done anything.
Brake dust. It's all brake dust.
Excuses. You probably got your hands dirty before you got here, so it looked like you did something, but you didn't actually do anything. Science. So we're going to run and get some tools real quick. I did pick up another Milwaukee. Also, I got this Milwaukee headlamp battery, or a headlamp. This thing's insane. How do you turn this beast on? Ow! So yeah, it's a rechargeable. That thing's awesome. And then got a new angle drill today, so that way I could drill that bracket because the regular drill wasn't going to fit in there. So probably my favorite. Oh, I picked up this light too. This thing's sick. It's got a little holder on it. Yeah, probably my favorite Milwaukee is the one Chase is using. There's some blue towels in here. Probably my favorite Milwaukee is this one that Chase is using. Where is that? Look at that. Oh, this thing is a beast. Oh, I love Milwaukee. Okay, we gotta go get some tools. We'll be right back. Alright, so shout out Aldo Welds, my buddy, sent me the right steering shaft. So usually this comes with the turbo kit, but I don't know why they didn't install it. So anyways, we had to go purchase this from Aldo Welds. He whipped this up. Let me see the stock one. So this is why it doesn't clear the header. So unfortunately they banged up the header a little bit trying to get it to clearance, and you can see how much it was rubbing even with them banging on the header.
They destroyed the side of the header.
Yeah, there you go. Take the camera. Show them. Yeah, you'll be able to see it right here. Oh yeah.
That poor header.
Huh?
That poor header.
I know.
What did the header do to them?
Man, you know, somebody actually did it right the first time.
Yeah.
Who'd ever guess? Yeah, it's definitely, we got the shit end of the stick doing it after the fact. But anyways,
oh yeah,
we're gonna get the right shaft in there. You always gotta use the right shaft.
Do you want me to show them how much clearance I have to get my hand in here?
Kennedy.
That's so awesome.
Do you prefer the right shaft or the wrong shaft?
Depends on the situation.
What?
Oh my.
Okay, anyways, back to installing the shaft.
Bro, hurry up, you big bitch.
Alright, so,
Spindle's off.
spindles are off. So what we did was we supported the rear end. We found it was actually a little easier to do the drop the cradle with the car not on the lift, just because this thing's so damn heavy. So it was easier actually just put a jack under it and pull it out. So Chase is pulling Chase just got the spindles off. This guy's literally doing everything in the rear. So I love Milwaukee. So we're doing axles, springs, vertical links, upper camber arms, lower tow rods, literally all the bushings. So the diff bushings, which these are a pain to do, those are getting replaced. Subframe. Here's already got the cradle for the subframe, but yeah.
Okay, which how are these going?
I'll show you here in just a second. But yeah, so you are flipping those. Don't take those out, yeah. And that piece goes with that one, the bottom one. So anyways, he's doing that. So I do a lot of the accounting and inventory for CA as part of my job. So I'm in NetSuite right now, working on that. So I have to take a little break and finish that while Chase is working on the car. So we're getting a lot done, but luckily Chase is here because I'm working 7 jobs right now. Yeah, holla!
It's hot.
Wait a sec here, Chief. So, got those in, front side. Gotta do the back side. Those are the biggest pain in the ass. I do not recommend this.
Getting them out.
Yeah. And then you can see we got the toe link ones out. Those are in there. And then we got the bearing kit for the control arm from BMR in there. And picked up a press today.
I'm gonna get someone to pussy off his videos. Look at them road maps.
Oh my gosh. Get back to work! Chase is getting a lifetime membership to chiropractor. Okay, try this again, take 2. So when we were putting the shocks in, we didn't like the threads on the bottom shock bolts, so we chased them, cleaned them out real good, but they were pretty jacked up, and I think that's just from the factory, because that was on my car too, it was the same way. So we did some G-Force Renegade axles, BMR drag springs, upper camber arms, lower toe rods, vertical links, and
What are those axles rated for?
diff bushings. I think these are 1500 horsepower, I think. I'm not sure, but they are the Renegade axles, and yeah, they'll be strong enough for what he'll be doing. So this thing is going to ride pretty stiff. There'll be some, so what they call this package is, they name it something. They name it something like mean potatoes with a side of NVH. This thing's gonna have a lot of NVH. So mostly due to these, and then what is the other ones we did? We did the,
okay, so we did these.
oh, we did the ones in the control arm up there.
We did these.
Or no, sorry, they're up there. We did those.
We did these. We did the lower, the lower knuckle
Yeah.
bushings.
The knuckle to toe link, those
But-
are gonna make it ride pretty rough too.
Well, no, the knuckle to toe link bushings actually have rubber.
Actually, yeah, those are rubber. It's mostly the ones in the control arm, and then really just the ones in the diff too.
He's gonna hear every bit of diff noise.
But this thing's gonna, I mean, it's gonna be able to launch pretty hard. So, and everything's, you know, the cradle won't be moving around, the diff won't be moving around, which is a big thing, and that should save the axles. He does have a drive shaft coming, but he's gonna do that on his own once it comes in. So now we can finally put the rear back in, and then we can get back to finishing up the boost controller setup and everything. But
CO2 lines and AMS 2000.
yep, look at that beast. That looks. All right, guys. So it's been a little bit. I got sick for a couple days, and then a couple days later, we actually left for our Vegas trip. So we got a little behind on Jack's car, and some things happened. So, 3 black S550s. We'll talk about that in a later video, but things escalated around here. So where we left off was we got all the rear suspension done. You guys saw a way to drop the cradle and all that stuff. Everything is back in, all torqued down to spec. All good to go back together. And what we've been doing is pretty much finishing up the front. So we had to, this is the last harness I gotta run, but essentially we converted Jack all to CO2 line. Ended up just doing push to lock, and then we actually ran a PTFE, some extra PTFE I had around it, so that should protect the lines really well. And what we'll do is when Jack's car comes back kind of for round 2 of mods, we'll redo all the lines with PTFE. But I think we're good. We pretty much turned the wastegates so that they're nowhere near heat. So I think we should be okay. And then like I said, we wrapped them in PTFE to protect them anyways. This last one that I'm doing, did a dome pressure sensor. So the way that these Aldo kits are done, the wastegates point like straight down at an angle. So, and that's obviously, I think he did that for fitment reasons, but when you do a dome pressure sensor, that sucker would be like pointed out here. So I got a nice 90-degree on there, and so it's nice and flush. And then, so we're running that, did a Deutsch connector on that guy, and I pretty much, where's the other one? I Deutsch connected this side, obviously. And so we just gotta run that, zip tied up. That'll be done. You can see some of the lines routed up. We went through this hole, put a rubber grommet on it so it doesn't cut the lines.